lost last month in June in Shymkent, a split decision over 6 rounds against a fighter called Serpukhov. First 6 outings all resulted in wins. Boxed internationally for Kazakhstan as an amateur, but not in the top international competitions. It's a national youth champion though. And a Kazakhstan Cup champion too.
А на пути в золотой угол приветствуйте его соперник, представляющий Филиппины, ZHETIBAYEV.
RAQUINEL started his career all the way down to minimum weight. Boxed in the Philippines, then Japan, then China. Boxed for the WBC silver title at flyweight. And then a couple of years ago, won the WBO Intercontinental at super flyweight, so he's been up at a decent level. He's won his last 4. The most recent win coming in the 2nd round in Bangkok at the end of May against a 35-10 fighter in Congress, Nantapech. The defeats coming against Rulan Tuilahazi and Gimel Magramo.
Дамы и господа, нас ожидают 8 раундов в весовой категории до 54 килограммов. Первым представляю боксера в черном углу. Ему 27 лет, рост 168 сантиметров, а вес 53,9 килограмма. Он победитель Кубка Казахстана, чемпион Казахстана среди молодежи, победитель международных турниров. Его рекорд насчитывает 7 боев, 6 побед, только 1 поражение, 4 яркие победы нокаутом из Актау, Казахстан, Самат ZHETIBAYEV. Боксеру в золотом углу также 27 лет. Его рост 164 сантиметра, вес 53,6 килограмма. Победитель национальных филиппинских игр, чемпион WBO Intercontinental во 2-м наилегчайшем весе. Его рекорд насчитывает 19 боев, 16 побед, только 2 поражения, 1 ничья и 13 ярких побед нокаутом. Представляющий Каваян, Филиппины, по прозвищу Мечтатель, ZHETIBAYEV RAQUINEL. И финальный инструктаж от рефери боя Алишера Алтаева.
Okay, guys. Head up. No low blow, no holding. Please come on. Take the gas.
There's the tail of the tape. Height advantage there for ZHETIBAYEV. Both of them 27 years old. So ZHETIBAYEV in the black, RAQUINEL in the white. RAQUINEL southpaw, ZHETIBAYEV orthodox. Nice right-handed to the body there from ZHETIBAYEV. Just looking to try and work that lead left hand, keep RAQUINEL occupied with that jab, and then go down to the body with the right. Dips the knees and throws a straight right hand. Good start from ZHETIBAYEV. And there's a right hand over the top from the Kazakh fighter. And again, just dips his knees, drops his height, and throws that right hand straight into the pit of the stomach there of RAQUINEL, who's quite upright. Presents quite a big target for ZHETIBAYEV. And again, there's that right hand. Every single time he does that, he lands it. Good technique, but nothing particularly clever about it. As I say, he just dips those knees and then throws it straight. Did it again there. Right-handed, left hand into the body there from RAQUINEL, who I think has finally got slightly fed up with it. Good jab there from the Filipino. Just plants it up from the waist, nice and sharp. And there's that right hand into the body. It's a scoring punch. RAQUINEL's not shown any ill effects from it, but again there, every single time he's thrown that, he landed it. You wonder whether RAQUINEL will start to think about an uppercut to try and catch him as he comes forward, because he does commit to it. ZHETIBAYEV, and again, this is already a good fight. Strong right hand there from ZHETIBAYEV. He's mixed it up well in this opening round. I wonder whether RAQUINEL has just begun to get a measure of him more as the round has gone on. A tangle of the front feet there, that's why ZHETIBAYEV ended up touching down. Good opener. And the sun has gone down. Big skies all around in Serpukhov. It's that kind of place. As I say, this arena situated in the middle of
2222. Переходите на зеленый.
This one's scheduled for 8 in the bantamweight division. I think you just lost me there.
Seconds out. Seconds out.
Just briefly, I was saying that this arena just situated in the middle of a vast, wide open landscape, really. And the conditions tonight, absolutely tremendous. Just cooling off. By the time our co-main events get in the ring, it will be pretty much ideal. RAQUINEL looking for that left hand, that goes down to the body. Good combination there from ZHETIBAYEV, finished on the left of the body. And again, he's just a little bit busier than RAQUINEL in the opening stages of this round. That was the story of the opening round, really. RAQUINEL just waiting a little bit too long. Decent jab there from ZHETIBAYEV. Trying to come back with the left hand there, RAQUINEL. Again, the jab into the body. He's done some unspectacular work, ZHETIBAYEV, in his fight so far, but he scored with that right hand to the body in particular, but also with that jab at times. That was blocked by the guard of RAQUINEL. But there's that right hand in again. Threw it slightly differently that time, stood up straighter and just slung it low rather than dipping the knees and taking his height down, so disguised it nicely. RAQUINEL's got to find a way of just changing the pattern here, of shifting the momentum, because it's not like he's in any trouble. And maybe he will rate himself as being stronger in the second half of the fight, but he's lost the first 2 rounds. And ZHETIBAYEV seems to have settled into a nice rhythm.
Seconds. Третий раунд.
Into the third. Good right hand into the body there from RAQUINEL. Again, ZHETIBAYEV just creeping in with that front foot. He's found his distance pretty much from the beginning of the fight. Just pokes out the lead left hand there, realised he wasn't quite close enough. RAQUINEL came back with a left to the body himself. And that's some good work up close. RAQUINEL heaving in that big overhand left. ZHETIBAYEV is all economy, all efficiency. Nothing's been particularly heavy. RAQUINEL looking to really plant his feet and do some damage, but when he has thrown, although he's put plenty of heat on them, not many have really landed. That was a lovely check right hook there, though, from RAQUINEL. It's the final minutes of round 3. Again, just short there, ZHETIBAYEV, but rather than chase his punches in, he looks to reset if he realises the range isn't quite right. That was better from RAQUINEL. Throws these big, extravagant hooks and uppercuts, so stylistically very, very different to his opponent. He looks for those short punches, straight punches. RAQUINEL, again, just looking to try and rip to the body with that long left hand. And there's that right into the body, and then goes up top with that right hand. Good use of the 1-2. Decent body shot there from RAQUINEL.
Seconds out. Четвертый раунд.
Into round 4. Good strong use of that right hand there from ZHETIBAYEV. And again, and that's exactly what he's looked to do throughout the entire fight. Good left hand comes back there from ZHETIBAYEV as RAQUINEL came forward. Straight punches, decent power on them. He's always hitting something. Good jab there though from RAQUINEL. If we could see more of that, that would be a very good thing from his point of view. Midway through the round, RAQUINEL just looking for that big left hand. Slips over his shoulder of ZHETIBAYEV, who again does decent work up close. Some of those are getting half blocked there by RAQUINEL, but ZHETIBAYEV is just always on you. He's never far away. And almost everything he throws hits something. That's a good example there. Little tippy-tappy shots, and they're really sunk in the uppercut. And then covers off the movement of RAQUINEL, just stepping off to his left-hand side. There's nothing flashy about him. He's a good fighter. There's that jab. We need to see more of that jab from RAQUINEL. We really do, because it's a weapon. Into the final 30 seconds, so nearly at the midway point, and he's pocketing the rounds here, ZHETIBAYEV. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Пятый раунд.
So it's the second half of the fight. They're scheduled for 8. Samat ZHETIBAYEV in the black, RAQUINEL in the white. There's that strong right hand into the body. RAQUINEL trying to counter with the left. It's not that he hasn't had some success throughout the course of this fight, but terms have been dictated by ZHETIBAYEV. He doesn't box at a monstrous pace, but he's still a pressure fighter because he's right in front of you all the time. Every time RAQUINEL tries to move, he just covers that movement off. And again, there's a solid 1-2. Caught mainly on the gloves and the shoulder, but it still has an impact. He's not been hurt at any point, RAQUINEL. But again, good range there from ZHETIBAYEV. He's just trying to find an angle for that uppercut. He's not throwing it full force, but you can tell that there's enough on it. Again, just stepped into the punches. A kind of reverse 1-2 there. RAQUINEL just has to be easier. This fight is slipping away from him. He's lost the first 4 rounds. He's losing this round. The plan has been set from the beginning, and it's been the same in every round so far. The only way you can really change this, RAQUINEL, is if he tries to clip through the gears. He can't just keep boxing like this, or he's going to lose 8 rounds to 0. He's got to try and put some pressure on ZHETIBAYEV, try and see what he's like boxing, moving backwards. He's very effective going forward, but can he box off the back foot? He's got to ask that question. That's a good left-hand counter, right-handed to the body there from ZHETIBAYEV, and RAQUINEL unleashed with the left, but his opponent was just pulling his feet back out, so he managed to ride it. Turned southpaw briefly, landed a left into the body there, ZHETIBAYEV. Nice right hand into the body there again from ZHETIBAYEV. That has been such an effective shot for him all night long. There's that left hand off the ropes, just exploded off the ropes. He has landed some good single shots at times. You can tell that there's some ability there from RAQUINEL, but ZHETIBAYEV has outworked him and outboxed him. And RAQUINEL, by my reckoning, is 5 rounds down and needs something serious in this remaining 3 rounds if he's going to win this fight. Looking for the left hand there, RAQUINEL. Didn't quite have room for it in the end. ZHETIBAYEV falling short with the jab, not that time. Steps in behind it with the uppercut. again, he just waited slightly too long there, RAQUINEL. He landed the jab, then the two just stepped off each other in centre ring, and it was perfectly set up to just throw it again. But he hesitated, and then it's the Kazakh who gets off first. It's been a good fight to watch this. There's been an awful lot of punches thrown. There's that left-hand counter from RAQUINEL again. But unless he really hurts him with it, it's not enough because it comes in the middle of a 2 or 3 punch combination from ZHETIBAYEV. If he can really land one of them and make a dent or put him down, then he can get himself back into this. But as it is, there's no sign of that happening. Good left hand there from RAQUINEL. That time it just caused ZHETIBAYEV to rock back onto his heels slightly. He does need to be careful. It's the final 30 seconds of round 6. And again, he just pulls back off the right hand there, RAQUINEL, and he's maybe just beginning to come into this a little bit more. He is used to the longer durations. He's a much more experienced fighter out of the two. Lost over 6 in June, ZHETIBAYEV. This is over 8, of course.
Седьмой раунд.
Into the 7th. One more to go after this. And ZHETIBAYEV will just continue to go about his work in the methodical, effective manner that he has done up until this point. He's got a good method. It works well for him. There's that big bombing left hand from RAQUINEL, but ZHETIBAYEV saw that one coming. He's very solidly set up, ZHETIBAYEV. As I say, there's nothing spectacular about him, but he presents a difficult enough target to find. He takes a lot on the gloves. He stays nice and side on. Left hand into the body there from RAQUINEL, and again, that was some good work from him. He's a very correct kind of fighter, Kazakh. Another left hand into the midriff there from RAQUINEL. Oh, I think he's coming more into this as we're heading down the stretch, right into the body. Just before that, there was an uppercut from ZHETIBAYEV. RAQUINEL looking to get on the front foot a little bit more here. It'll be really interesting to see, as I said a couple of rounds ago, what might happen if he could just drive him back a bit, get him going backwards. Another good left hand, but he's got to follow that up. He throws that left hand counter, he sees it land, and he kind of admires it. He needs to just push on him. Slight slip in the centre of the ring there from ZHETIBAYEV. jab from ZHETIBAYEV. Just over 30 seconds remaining in round 7. As I've been saying, there are signs in the last couple of rounds. Good left hand to the body there from RAQUINEL. That was a good shot. I thought that was fair enough. The referee just having a word with him about it being low. I don't think it was, but he's just never really put his foot on the gas at any point, RAQUINEL. Right to the body there from ZHETIBAYEV. ZHETIBAYEV has set the pace. He's stuck with that pace. He's established that rhythm, and he's never really been knocked out of it. RAQUINEL there, again, just looking a bit more aggressive, but I'd just love to see him really try and put them together this last round and just see what happens. There, jab up top, and then left straight into the body. Really good boxing. Sharp puncher. That's what he can do. 8-5 now coming up.
Finale.
Right into the body again. That's well for ZHETIBAYEV right from the start of the fight. RAQUINEL. Who's looked right, I would say, the last 3 rounds. It's not to say he hasn't looked sharp in the previous fight, because he's always looked sharp. He just hasn't really at any stage done quite enough. You see a little bit of a hit there of RAQUINEL, and now finally he's looking to try and get after ZHETIBAYEV. This is what we want to see. This is what I want to see. See what it has like under real pressure. He's shooting him across the ring there, and he's taking initiative here, really for the first time. And he needs to try and just sustain it. Because that new ZHETIBAYEV in the context of tonight was different. Body shot from RAQUINEL, and I think that put a little bit of dent in ZHETIBAYEV. We're midway through the 8th losing this round. I would say he's extended the previous 7. As I said earlier, RAQUINEL very experienced over the 10-12 round distance, and the longer the better would have been the case for him here, and he would have done that. The rounds wasn't necessarily going to suit him, but he needed to start quicker. He's having a good final round here into the last minute of it. Good combination again, just causes ZHETIBAYEV to step off. A few seconds. What has been an entertaining fight they all have tonight. So left into the body there from RAQUINEL, who just picks up the feet. He gets after ZHETIBAYEV. just waiting for these two to call to the centre. Can take a while to get those gloves off.
Дамы и господа, прежде чем мы узнаем имя победителя, ваши аплодисменты обоим боксерам за этот яркий и красивый бой. Победу в котором единогласным решением судей одержал боксер из черного угла Самат ZHETIBAYEV, Kazakhstan.
ZHETIBAYEV gets it. Good performance from him. Good win. Exactly what he needed. And a decent watch. Next up, we have lightweights Artur Serpukhov against IBA Kasongo. And what we'll see in these highlights is a lot of good, solid work from ZHETIBAYEV, particularly the right hand into the body, but the 1-2 up top worked well enough for him as well. That was what RAQUINEL was looking for, just to roll back, pull back, look for that left-hand counter, and he landed it a few times, but he never really followed it up. He was competitive absolutely all the way through, but it was only in that final round where he decided that he was going to really try and set out ZHETIBAYEV, get him moving backwards and see what he had. And he won that round. Could possibly have taken the 7th. He was strongest towards the end, I thought, RAQUINEL, but that was a clear ZHETIBAYEV win for me.